Well, hello. Welcome back. I'm Claire. This is Purple Poppy, and today we are working on the second part of our journal monthly for October. So I will put a link to the previous video in the comments in the description box in case you didn't see it and you would like to get to where we are now. So we've got all of our pages. They're all stuck in. Okay, there it is, full. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 12 on one side, and then obviously 11 on the other side. So the point now is to plan what we want to do with our journal, because the argument is, if you wanted to do a big page, you could do all 4 of these squares and make that into one decorative area. Yes, it'll have folds in, or you could do 2 or maybe 3 on a strip, or just do them individually as individual pages. The choice is yours, and that's the beauty of this type of journal. I'm going to do each one as an individual, but obviously you must do what you want to do. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to give myself writing space. So I've got here some coffee dyed A4 lined paper. Now it may not be scrap in the truest sense, but it's already in my stash. If you don't want to use something new, or you don't have coffee dyed sheets like that, you've probably got a notebook where you've only written on one side. Well, there you go. We're going to use the unwritten on side. You can splash it with coffee if you want to. If you haven't got any lined paper, now I use a different coloured packaging paper. I mean, I use this pale white one, so I could now go in with my writing squares in the darker one. Just use what you got. Remember, this is the freebie journal. Also, things like this are lovely to use because you get those holes which make it even more interesting. I'm going to use these because this is, what I've got in my stash. Now I think, yeah, so if I fold this in half, that is going to fit in my page lovely. If I fold it in half again, I think, let's see, with a minor adjustment, yes. So I'm going to get 8 out of this. So I'm just going to tear this in half. And obviously you would do exactly the same thing. You will tear your writing paper to the size that you want it to be. I'm only going to use this one double sheet because it's going to give me 8 writing pages. Okay. And because we've got 23 sheets, because we've got 12 on here and 11 on the other side, 23 sheets, 8 is basically a third. So, working to the power of 3, as it were, is never a bad idea. Or the pattern of thirds. I'm just trying to find the centre. There's the centre. So I'm just gonna, I don't think I can tear all of them, but I don't want to spend the time on film to sit and tear each one. Okay, and of course now they're all different colours as well, which also adds interest. Now let's just double check, because also our top ones are bigger than these ones. So on the top here, I'm going to need to take off about that much. So I'm going to do 2 that height. Actually, I lie, I'm going to do 3 that height. The beauty of creating, you can change your mind as you go along. So there's those 3. And then I'm going to do 3 this middle size. And I want to fold that way because I want to keep more coffee. I'm doing 3 to the middle size. And then I'll do the last 2 to the short side. Okay, so that is that size. I'm sure that's on camera, I'm sure you can see. And then the bottom one is much smaller. So it goes that way. And now you can choose, lots of choices to be made, whether you want to tear that flap off or whether you would like to use it as a hinge, so you get, you know, a secret space underneath. I'm going to do a mix and match. So I'm putting 1 on the top line. I'm putting 1 on the middle line. And I'm putting, sorry, the bottom line, leave me alone. And I'm putting 1 on the middle line all the way over there. So I'm going to glue those down first of all. Oh, okay. I know I've been accused in the past of being a bit of an enabler. But I went shopping with my daughter this week and I bought a packet of 3 of these. Now, I've seen people using these all the time and thought they were a bit of an unnecessary faff. Well, let me tell you, never have I been so wrong, because since I bought these, my life has been heaven. There is no glue squelching. There's no glue where it's not supposed to be. Right, I just want to work out there. So you can see it's within my page. It's not going to affect any of my folding, okay? They're called needlepoint, apparently. Needlepoint bottles. Mine came from Hobbycraft and there was a pack of 3 for £1.50. And I'm telling you, in all the years that I have been, the 4 years that I have been junk journaling, it is the best product that I've purchased. Seriously. So if you are asking ever, I have, you know, limited amount of money, what am I best spending it on? Well, let's be honest, we all have limited amount of money. The answer is needlepoint glue bottles. That is where your money is best spent, in as much as it's unmessy and it will seriously save your sanity. So I've done these ones all as flips. What I'm going to do now, turn it over, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So what have I got left? I've got 1 small one, I've got two large ones, and 2 middle ones. Is that a middle one or a large one? No, that's a large one. So need to fold that down. Is it a large or a medium? Oh, it is a medium. So perhaps that one. Oh no, that's fine. There you go. These ones I'm actually going to tear off and glue the whole thing down. I mean, you can do them all as flaps if you want. You can glue them all down. It's entirely up to you. But I am doing mine completely stuck down. So these will be our writing pages, because you've got to have writing pages in a journal. And yes, you could easily have written straight onto your packing paper, but this is adding a little bit more stability. So I'm sorry if you can hear that. There's a metal like wheelie bin being pushed up and down the road for some reason. It's making a terrible row. I hope you can't hear it. Oh, and here comes Boo. She's coming to see what all the noise is about. Hello, baby girl. You okay? You're going to have a little lay down. Are you tired? This dog, honestly. Anyone think it does a 12-hour shift? Well, it does, sleeping. 12-hour sleeping shift. Oh, dear. Hubby's getting himself organised because he's off out on meetings. So it's going to be me and Boo today. And I've got my favourite job to do when I finish here. Which is to strip the bed. It's my least favourite job. I know a lot of people hate ironing. I've got to do that as well. I actually quite like ironing because I get myself stuck into something on Netflix and away we go. So this one is going up here. Now obviously, again, this is your journal. You must do what you want to do. If you want less or more writing pages, just go for it. Doesn't matter. We're going like that, aren't we? Look. It's your book. You do with it what you want to do. I'm just guiding you through one way. There are many ways. Shouldn't say that really, should I? But as my nan would say, there are many ways to skin a cat. Not that I would ever skin a cat. I love animals. Before I get lots of comments about being a bad person. Right. Okay, that's those. That one. This is the last one. Okay. Now, the next thing is to make some pockets. Got have a journal without pockets. But you've got to make sure, that's why I gave you arrows last week, that obviously your pockets are up the right way and stuff's not falling out all over the place. Okay. It's quite big, obviously, so we do have a bit of an issue. Let me just fold this back and show you now. So, when we first open it, we pull down and we've got one writing page. And we go over here, we've got one on that column, one on that column. And then pull it again, we've only got one. On the other side, you've got lots. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to give ourselves some pockets. Now last week we used all our cards, or we went through all our cards. This week we're going through our envelopes. So just put my stopper on my glue. Right. Now, I'm thinking we're going to need these, these business style envelopes. Now, if you haven't got these ones, and you've only got these big ones, you can definitely use these and you'll get 2. Just chop the top off, okay? You will also actually get 2 almost, yeah, out of there. So let's see where we go. Now you have to decide at this point whether you want to decorate your pockets before they go in. It will make your life easier. So I think I'm going to have one of these pockets here, and the reason I'm going to put it here is because it means that I can take advantage of that window. Whoops. Okay, let's move this around here now. So this will go here, and it will be a tuck spot, but then it could also be a pocket there if you wanted it to, or you could seal this up and it would just be a pocket from the top. So we've got one there, and the other half of this that we've just taken off will fit on one of our smaller pages. Okay, so we used 2 A4 sheets for our notepads, and now we're going to use 2 of these envelopes for our pockets. Okay, so we'll have one there, and then if we turn it all the way over, we'll have one here and one there. Okay, so I am going to decorate these before I stick them in. So I'm going to close my book back up, put that over there, and I'm going to look at decorating these 4. Now it's the same old thing, using what you've got. So any odd digital pages that you didn't use, I mean, I've got this beautiful Christmas one here. We would lose our window, although I wonder actually, do you know what? Now, here's a little thing. Let's have a look at this. So if I tear off the white edge on the bottom and the side that's sealed, so on the bottom and the side that's sealed, and I open this up and I poke that all the way in there. Oh, it's the house. It would be the house, wouldn't it? Does this one open the other way? No, they both open the same way. Okay, I'll show you what we'll do. I've got a plan here. So make sure that it's right seated in that bottom corner as far as you can go. Okay, and then I'm trying to find, if you've got, oh, there you go, I'm going to use a paintbrush. Take a paintbrush and mark around the edge of the cellophane. You should yeah, I just didn't press hard enough. Right, so I'm going to go back in and do it again. I mean, I suppose you could do it with pencil. I just didn't want to go through the cellophane. So like this, let's do it with pencil. Put in a fair amount of pressure. There we go. Now I can see it. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put my I wondered if I could rub the line so I could see it. No, but what I can do, look, is I can fold on the line that I've done. I am literally crafting by the seat of my pants again here. I didn't have a big major plan, just a bit of one. Okay, so now we've got these fold lines which relate to the window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my metal ruler, or I would if I knew where it was, here. I'll put my metal ruler down in that corner. I've gone off skew, of course. Of course I've gone off skew, because it matters. Oh well, I'm sure you'll do a much better job than I'm doing. Or even choose to do something completely different. And I suppose, because this is a winter scene, and our front cover is a Christmas card, it sort of makes sense. Obviously you can go with any theme. Right, so I've cut this out like that. And what I'm thinking is that is going to fit over there perfectly now because we've cut that out. But also, if we put this there, like that, I mean, I've cut it a little bit skew with, of course, because it wouldn't be me if I didn't. Well, I was thinking we could stick that on there, and then when this is stuck on there, look at that, it's going to be basically back in. So I think the easiest way is to open this up. We can always stick it back together. Right, I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to do that like so. I'm going to glue this to that. Right, so if I put my paper on there, I can basically line up where it needs to be, and I need to put it on upside down, I've just realised. So I'm going to put that there, like that. Okay. We should then be able to put this in there like that. Look. Ta-da! So we now glue all the way round the edge. like so. Get it where you want it and press it down. Whoops. No, see, now it slid. Why did you slide? There. Maybe down a little tiny bit. Okay. Now, I'm going to obviously glue this up. Okay. I'm going to put this on there like that. I want to slide that if I can. I think it's already stuck. Oh. As I say, I'm sure you'll do a much better job, but we have basically got the complete picture. Like that one's got the cellophane on it. And I suppose you could be asking me, why would I bother doing that? And when I could have just glued it all over, and that's because I've bodged up, haven't I? You knew it, you were shouting at me. Because that is not actually supposed to be glued. It's supposed to be glued on the back. Stupid woman. Don't do what I do. Go somewhere where they know what they're doing. Oh my goodness. Right. It's not supposed to be glued on there, Claire. It's supposed to be positioned on there and glued on the back. And it needs to go a little bit further down. This glue is so good, it's sticking to me. Look, perfect. Right, now because I muffed that up and put glue there, I'm going to need to leave that totally dry so that before I seal it shut. Okay, so that's one idea for decorating your envelope, which is now going to be a pocket, or it is when the glue is dried. There you go, look. And then of course you'll put stuff in and take it out. Yeah, you all know I was sticking it in the wrong place. You should have said something. So that's that one. And then obviously we've got two more. So what else have I got? Oh, well, I've got some lovely vintage paper, and it's got a date on it, so we could do that one up there. What else do I have in here? Oh, I've got a collard from somewhere, and that will definitely fit on there. Do we want to go through that rigmarole again? We could just stick this completely to the back as a whole piece, because that was a bit of a rigmarole, wasn't it? And that is quite a nice picture poking through there. So yes, what we'll do is we will glue all the way across there. Like that. And we've got quite a nice picture coming through there, which is good. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these pieces that I've torn off along with, oh, whatever, that was not the right way. Not going good, is it, really? along with the rest of that bit to make a collard around this one, but obviously there'll be a continuity. So there we go. That's that. Let's glue this one. Right. Like that. I don't know what that is on there. There's a number there for something. That's my daughter's handwriting. I recognise it. So it's obviously important to her. But that means that's a seriously old envelope, because she's not lived with me for a long, long time. Right. My scissors are all yucky. Look, they've got glue all over them. I need to sort that out. Right, so that's that one. We'll put some decoration on the front of that in a minute. Now, this one, I can put this strip along here. Should we do this one first? Put that one across the bottom first. So yes, my new best friend. Like so. So I mean, I'm just doing basic collard now. That's all. You've all done it many, many times. I think if I take off this bit, pull that off there, and then this one, well, I think we go that way. I like it that way. So up the side of the window, over there a little bit. Obviously the glue only goes, oh, there's a siren there, to there. So I don't know if I can pick that up, can I? Yeah. There we go, like that off of there. Oh, it's very warm in here today. Again, I'm just going through the pre-prints and stuff that's on my desk. So, although it's not scrap, it is, you know, left over from a project. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to put up up this side like that. Love that. In fact, you know what, I might overlap it this and come all the way down over the top. Okay, now we just want something along the top there, and I'm wondering if I might use this piece here from the other envelope. I just want to check that this camera's working. I don't know why, but I've got an eerie feeling in my belly. Oh no, we're all good. Just, I don't know. Oh dear. Right, let's have a little look. See, and then that one I'm going to put on there to about there. So like that. And we just try and, because the rest is torn, do a squiggly cut. There we go. And then when we've got a tag or something in there, that picture will be covered up and then we can see it. Okay, now just decide, is this a pocket or a tuck? It's a pocket. So, going all the way there like that. There's a pocket, definitely. This one is also going to be a pocket, decided. Like so. Need a topper on that one, but let's do this one first and then we can come back round with our toppers later on. I've got all sorts of things in here. What have we got? I've got this Stravit music paper, which is quite nice. And then I have got some, dictionary page that I've tested a stamp on, but we only need a little bit. So, what if we go like that, and we put that on there, like that, and then we'll put our topper on. So, I'm going to glue all the way around the edge. And then under there. And then over there. And then I'll pop that up there. Like that. Okay. And I quite like that I've got torn wiggly edges, that raised up bit there. That's fine by me. This one I think I'm going to cut because it's straight down there. Okay, let's make it into a pocket, because I do want them to be pockets, not tucks. But obviously if you want tucks, then that's your bag, and that's absolutely fine. Right, so let's get rid of all these little bits to the side. So what else have I got? Oh, that's another bit. What else have I got in here? This is, again, look, a torn out print, just sort of sitting there. I'm trying not to use printouts because, although look, I mean, that's definitely a leftover piece. So I'm just going to tear this. And see if we can't. Look, recipe for love. Well, in that case, we should use, I just had a bit of recipe. I didn't even read that. Where's it gone now? I can't see it. I nearly said can't smell it, because hubby's getting ready to go out. He's just come out of the bathroom. And he's obviously got aftershave and like on, and smell was the word that was on the tip of my tongue. Oh dear, Claire, you're losing it. You just had a recipe sheet. Where's it gone? Here. So, oh, how funny. We could do that, couldn't we? The recipe for love. And they do say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Oh, talking of food, we had the most fabulous dinner last night. I did a gap. Right, hang on, let's give you the whole story. So, not the weekend just gone, but last weekend, you may have seen that I put up a post that I had made lemon curd in the slow cooker, and it was absolutely fabulous. So then I thought I was all clever, didn't I? Should have known better, and decided to make some grapefruit and Cointreau marmalade. There I was, 6 AM Sunday morning, going for this marmalade with real gusto and anticipation and all the rest of it. And what happened? Well, of course it was a disaster, wasn't it? In that it, for some reason, didn't set. I had a little test of it and it tasted amazing, but it was just liquid. So then this weekend I decided that it was going to be awesome if I cooked gammon in the slow cooker with this liquid marmalade. Well, let me tell you that that was also, if you're a meat eater, because I appreciate not everybody is, that was also an awesome idea because it was gorgeous. Anyway, now's the point. Obviously you could put stamps on it. If you can't find interesting papers that you want to put on to carry on, you could stamp round this, ink it up, whatever. And I just find it quite amusing that this is Recipe for Love. There's a bed here. Or maybe you need purifying peels after you've eaten all that. Anyway, so we had the gammon, it was absolutely lovely. But whenever we have a joint, it always ends up being half a joint, because it's only me and hubby, you know, we don't eat, I mean, we eat well, but we'll, you know, we don't eat that much. So, I'm just going to eat the edges now. It's always half left. And so on a Tuesday night, because I don't like to have it 2 days running, I tend to use the other half of the joint to make something else. So yesterday I said, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll make a macaroni cheese and chunk up the rest of the gammon in it. Oh my goodness. To say that we ate far too much of this stuff because it was autumn and we couldn't leave it alone is not far from the truth. We were like beached whales. Oh dear. It was funny. But it was also awesome. Get off, aren't you? Okay. So I've got 2 pockets. You could carry on and put something else on there as well if you wanted to. Obviously you would decorate according to your taste. And I'll check if the other one's got its dried enough glue that I can stick that together now. So there's that. It's still a bit sticky, so I'm not going to close it up because I know it's going to ruin it. What I'm going to do is just ink it up, and then I'll have to put that one in place later tonight or tomorrow when that glue's properly gone off. Right, so now that one is going to, see look, it's still quite sticky. That one's going to sit up there and dry, and we're going to put these in place. So, where would we like our pockets to be? I think this little one is going to go there, and this big one is going to go there. So make sure that you glue them the right way. Because obviously, and glue them towards the very bottom of your page so you've got a little bit of pull out space. That's that one. And then this plain one, I think I'll put that side. Right, I'm going to turn it back over. I'm going to put this little one on that bottom one there, and then when that other one's dry I'll pop him in somewhere else. So there you go, that is this week's video, which is writing spaces and pockets for our October journal. If you want to go cracking ahead, as I know some of you do, then obviously you can be making tags and the like, tags, journal cards, whatever, to go into your pockets. So all that remains is for me to say thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I'm very grateful of your company. Stay safe. I'll be back next Friday with part 3. Bye bye for now.